Yeah, I mean, I have like a I'm backlogged or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. But I have like it's like 9.
We're doing good.
Yeah, 9, 10. I still need to edit 10 and then do number 11. But with that said, what's going on, Ms. Ross?
What isn't going on? It's just I'm wrapping things up at work,
Yeah.
but still kind of working. I won't have too much of a break. But it's just so much going on in the world, and I'm just glad I have a place here to kind of get it all out so I don't forget it, because it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on.
A lot.
A lot of stuff going on. Any new developments this
Well,
week or last couple weeks?
I've been hearing that we have moved on to phase 2,
Yeah.
and I really wasn't quite sure what that would look like or feel like, because I don't really leave my neighborhood much.
Mm-hmm.
But today, when we went to Around the Mills, I really feel like I got a feel for it.
Yeah. So basically, phase 2 is, more businesses are allowed to open. It doesn't just have to be essential businesses. More businesses are allowed to open, but at limited capacity. So I don't know the number. I'm sure each store has a different number that they will allow in the store. But if they can't exceed that number, and if you want to go in that store, you just have to wait in line for someone to come out the store or whatever, and then somebody else goes in the store.
Wow. Yeah, I would have never imagined something like that.
So,
It was pretty trippy seeing teenagers lined up outside of Forever 21 to get inside. Oh my God,
did you walk by Forever 21 today? Were you there or?
We walked past it. It was right by the restaurant.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I think when I walked by it the first time, I didn't see a line.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
They were lined up. They were deep. And it seemed like, I felt like, I saw a couple people with shopping bags, but I have a suspicion that most people just wanted to get out.
Yeah.
And I can't hold it against them, because that's why I was there. I need to get out of the house.
People were probably spending the money that they saved these last 3 months.
I'm surprised people weren't spending as much, because online shopping is very addictive, especially when you have nothing else to do when you're at home.
And you're bored.
Yep. And advertisements, they just know you.
Yeah, like it's crazy how smart the internet is.
It's
like and then if the person knows how to run their ad correctly, like even if you don't buy anything off your first site of that ad, but if you're interested in something like that, whatever, then it follows you around the internet.
Yes.
You know,
I
like
noticed that.
if it will follow you around, and you just keep seeing the ad,
Yeah.
and you might not buy the first time or the second.
Oh, I have a really creepy story for you. You're not going to believe me, but I'm telling you, this is what happened. So I bought a dress at Express. Like a week later, I see advertisements for like a knockoff version of the dress or the actual dress. I'm like, But then, that same day I noticed it, I complimented somebody on their frames.
Yeah.
Oh, I like your frames. Next thing I know, that particular type of frame was showing up in my ad.
Yeah. It's crazy how sophisticated, like, bless you. It's crazy how sophisticated, like the internet is, basically. I haven't really done anything new in the last couple weeks. Just been working for the most part. Just delivering and
editing,
writing. Still working on jokes. Oh, so I told somebody, and I want to verbalize this and put it on the Dry Cereal podcast, where you can watch us on YouTube. You'd like that plug? But I want to verbalize this just so we can have this for reference later on. Like I'd say in 3 to 5 years, right? I want to produce my own comedy special.
Let's say 2 years.
2 years?
I can see you doing the next 2 years. Don't say 5.
Okay.
I say 5, I think you will have your own television show that'll be like syndicated. I hope I'm using that word right.
That'd be awesome. Well,
I think you could get like a Netflix show very easily if you keep working at the pace you're working at.
yeah, I'm just trying to like it's kind of like I have like a lot of things like I have a lot of plates spinning all at the same time, so I'm trying to focus, which which is why I'm like kind of backlogged on putting out the episodes.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm still working on that though. Like I have a lot of episodes, like they're uploaded, but they're just private because I still needed to like do the like the description of the show or the description in the little description box and like the metadata and all the tags and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Which I haven't done yet. But I'll get to that this week. Well, other than that, actually, let me I'm gonna pull up a joke for you guys, and then we will move to the next segment.
Is this gonna be a dad joke?
Yeah, it's gonna be that joke. Let's see.
Happy Father's Day, everybody.
Oh yeah, guys, happy Father's Day because we are filming this on June 20th. Oh, did you do anything for Juneteenth? Now that that's a holiday.
I know, now that it's a holiday acknowledged by white people.
Yeah, and the only reason
Anyone knows about it is because of Trump. He made it popular.
Oh, all right. Yeah. Oh, I did a good. Like, he's always quick to toot his own horn.
Yeah.
He's like, oh yeah, I'm doing a good job.
Yeah.
Like,
And he sounds very, very genuine.
so. Actually, this is kind of it. This is not really like a. This is what you call a whatever. This is like I'm just gonna read the sentence or whatever, and then you'll get it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I got the new job at the police station drawing pictures of suspects. I'm a con artist.
Definitely dad joke. Yes.
Okay. But all right, we'll be right back with. I think I want to talk about Beast Mode.
Okay.
We're talking about Beast Mode next, and then we're gonna move to maybe J. Cole, and then
Maybe talk about our fathers?
talk about our father. Oh yeah, actually no, we'll talk about that next,
Yes.
and then we'll talk about Beast Mode.
Yes.
Okay. But this is the Josh Series Podcast, and we'll be right back. Okay, guys, we are back, and with it being Father's Day, I think I guess we should talk about our dads for a second.
Yes. I feel like I owe it to my father. I have to say something.
Yeah.
I guess I want to start by saying, growing up, I was really out of touch with the whole narrative of the missing black father situation. I didn't really know if it was prevalent or how prevalent it was. Even to this day, as a teacher, I see a lot of really involved dads.
Yeah.
But like none of that has ever applied to my family or me whatsoever. And I mean that's the way it should be. And I'm just really grateful that both of us grew up with pretty consistent, healthy family structures.
Yeah.
And like I don't even know Roger's parents that well, but I know he has great parents. And I think the older I get, the more I realize how much of an impact that has on a person. Like, I probably have only dated, I would say, one or two guys that came from two-parent households.
Really?
Yeah. Maybe only one guy. There might be only one guy I dated that came from a two-parent household. And honestly, there was something about him that showed, like, he just seemed like he grew up in a healthy environment, and that was very attractive. So, yeah, like my dad's really private, I don't want to put him out there too much, but I'm just really, I've always been really impressed with him, I've always really looked up to him. He's one of those people that really lived what he believed in, and I feel like indirectly he taught me a lot about what it means to just succeed and carry yourself with dignity and just be a well-rounded person. And he did all those things by himself. My dad was a single-parent father.
Right.
So I'm just, every day I think about it, I'm just amazed at what he was able to do and the life he was able to provide me and my brother. Like we had everything, and he wasn't perfect. He couldn't be, but I just have so much respect for him. And love him so much. So I'm glad I get to say that.
That's cool. I'm kind of, I guess, similar to like I grew up in a two-parent household. Like, my parents will be celebrating their 38th anniversary in August.
Mm.
So I guess I never really knew what it was like to, well, just, I guess with that being said, it's like my dad was always there.
Mm-hmm.
And he was never absent, whatever. Like my parents are from Richmond, and like he consciously made the decision that he didn't want me or my brother to grow up in that kind of environment.
Oh, okay.
Like being in Richmond, so like I've learned.
I didn't know Richmond was bad.
Yeah, like back when they were, Richmond's pretty bad. Especially back when they were growing up, him and my mom.
Is it a city like Baltimore? Like smaller maybe?
Like Richmond's smaller, but Richmond's like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like Richmond like gets everything late or whatever. It's like they're behind with
The rest of the world?
a lot of things, whatever.
That's how I feel like Baltimore is.
Because I remember, like I went to the, like just for example, whatever, it's like I went to the mall in Richmond one time, and it was like they were, whatever fashion trend it was at this time, whatever, it's like being at Hampton, whatever, it's like we already had that, whatever. Just like something small like that.
Yeah.
It's like you just tell that they're behind like everyone else.
Yeah.
Whatever. But yeah, like I.
Kind of like Mississippi.
Yeah, like what I learned from my dad, like made like humility, work ethic. Like he tried to. Like my dad was good with money, and then he tried to like instill that in me. But I messed my money up.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Just today I was thinking,
Yeah.
Roger's probably pretty good with money.
No, like I'm, like just from things that I did in my 20s, whatever, is like I'm trying to like fix them now, kind of.
I see.
Whatever, right? So it's just like, and then I know I messed up too, whatever. And then I mean he told me what to do, and no, it's just me being hard-headed. It's just I had to figure it out myself, whatever, right? But I'm better with my money now. But even still, whatever. So that's one thing that I wish I would have listened when he was telling me about how to manage my finances. But I'm glad I'm figuring it out now, though. But yeah, like he's just been a really good example for me and my brother, and just like even him like interacting with, or no, like I'm glad that him and my mom have been married for so long. Just because it doesn't make sense to me how, or maybe let me not say that, but like sometimes I don't comprehend people getting, or
Divorces?
Yeah, divorces and people not trying to work it out or whatever. But
I see.
like I mean, it's probably circumstances beyond the control, but it's just my dad just showed me, no, this is what a marriage is. This is how it's supposed to be. Like not every day is gonna be like roses, but I mean you married this person for a reason, so like it's you're till death do you part.
Yeah, I respect people who can hold on to that commitment.
And then they frustrate each other all the time still, sure.
Yeah.
And then like I remember talking to my dad, and he said, because I was complaining about women about something, I was like, Dad, like I don't understand why women do X, Y, and Z, whatever, right? And he's like, I've been married to your mom for over 30 years, and I still don't understand half the things that she does. All right, so, but I mean, it's called being married, though, I guess.
That's funny.
So, but. And to be honest, I'm glad my parents are still around too. Like, I definitely take that for granted sometimes, but.
Same here.
Because my dad definitely had some scares, but I don't. Like, and then they purposely, just because they don't want me and my brother to worry, whatever. It's like, if my dad had an operation one time, but him and mom didn't tell me or my brother until it was over. Just because they didn't want us to worry about it. But so, Dad, I'm not drinking right now, but this is to you.
Cheers, Dad. And Roger's Dad.
Alright guys, we'll be right back with B. Simone. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, do it now. Alright guys, so I just want to address one thing really quick. I'm not sure how long this part will be, but so B. Simone has been in the news lately, and I don't want to talk about her plagiarizing her book or whatever, right? Because I guess that's what she's being accused of, plagiarizing.
I have no idea.
Somebody else's book, whatever, right? But before she came out with the book, or before she started doing her promo run for the book, she said that she refuses to date a man with a 9-to-5 job. Okay? And the internet was dragging her. So I just want to say that, like, I'm not mad at that, at her saying that, because everyone has their preference. Whatever. I mean, whatever your preference is like just saying if you don't want to date fat guys, whatever, right? I mean, that's a preference. So I think that's all she was trying to do here, is just saying, hey, like it would be my preference to not date a guy who has a 9-to-5.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think it came out wrong, and then I think people misconstrued what she meant. Like, she really just wanted somebody with an entrepreneurial attitude.
Yeah.
That's all she wanted, whatever. But I mean, you could have that being in a 9-to-5.
That's true.
Right. So, but at the same time, it's like, I'm not mad at her. Oh yeah, I don't want to date a guy that works a job. I mean, that's a preference. I mean, like I feel like every woman and man has a list of things that they like or don't like, and that just happens to be on her list. And I'm sure she's not the only one that thinks like this either. What do you think, Jatan?
I mean, when you hear it and take it for face value, it does sound a little gold digger-ish. Mm-hmm. It sounds like she's assuming entrepreneurs are going to have more money or make more money.
Yeah.
But I think when she explained herself and she talked about, like, it sounds like she appreciates the spirit of someone that is an entrepreneur. Yeah. I kind of see like artists and entrepreneurs kind of being similar to people who are just stuck in the paradigm of 9-to-5. Yeah. Like, those are three different types of people, but I feel like artists and entrepreneurs have more in common than the person who's wedded to 9-to-5 for the rest of your life. So I actually understand what she's saying, and I think I understand what she's saying, and I get it. Like, I would much rather, in my opinion, I think it would be more interesting to date an entrepreneur or an artist than somebody that's
9-to-5
fits into the box.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I just wanted to touch on that really quick. Yeah, this wasn't as long, or didn't need to be as long because we have other stuff to talk about. But we'll be right back. All right, guys, we're gonna touch on. I know you guys are probably tired of hearing about COVID and whatever, but we're gonna touch on this really quick. So businesses in Maryland, and I'm sure other states are doing this as well, but since we're based in Maryland, businesses are moving on to phase 2, or like, because they got the green light on Friday from Governor Hogan that we can begin phase 2. So places like the mall, other retail stores, the casino fell into that. So and then, like, basically like
barbershop.
barbershops. So like actually my barber opened phase one, I think.
Mm.
So I think he did phase one. But well, basically phase two is, like stores can have people in their store, but at limited capacity. I think it's 50% capacity until phase three, and then they're allowed to have more people in the store. Right. But I'm not really a conspiracy theorist, but I think because this is a conversation that I was having with my roommate, whatever, and I told my friend this too, that in order to build up your immune system to be able to fight the coronavirus, like, you're gonna have to be exposed to the virus in order to build up the immune system. And plus, even when you get the vaccine or whatever, they're gonna inject you with a little bit of coronavirus. So because
A dead version of the virus.
You said a dead version of the
Yeah.
virus.
Yeah, that's what vaccine is.
Oh, okay. Well, either way.
Yeah.
But so but my friend had a theory was like it's like us being socially distant from people, us wearing masks or whatever. It's like if you're just quarantined, like for people that just have not been out their house and just have been stuck in one place or whatever, it's like their immune systems probably aren't going to be as strong as somebody that's been out.
I don't know. I think on one hand you're kind of saying that there will be some type of resistance based on how many people are exposed to the disease, COVID-19. Like,
No, like
people need
I'm
to
just
get out.
like I'm just saying like there's like I think there's a reason that for example Trump doesn't wear a mask or gloves. I mean, because he probably has other people in the there saying, well, I mean, you need to build your immune system because I mean, you need to be exposed to it or whatever, so you don't get it. But he's probably regularly checked though too.
Oh, you think they're telling him he needs to be exposed to it so his immune system can fight it?
Yeah, right.
That
like that's all I'm saying. But they're telling everybody else, like us, like regular people, oh, be socially distant. You need to quarantine.
Yeah.
You quarantine or whatever. But it's like, so we've been socially distant for let's just say like the past 3 months we've been socially distant. Okay, it's what is next after okay, so like we've been in the house for 3 months. It's like what is next? It's like they're not explaining like the next part. There's okay, well businesses can open now. So why are the socially distant restrictions still there?
They're still there because technically we haven't hit the safe zone where cases aren't increasing. Cases of COVID-19 are still on the increase.
Right, but then in that case, then we should still be shut down.
Shut down?
Yeah.
That wouldn't be good for business.
Right.
But what's going to happen is you're going to see an extreme spike. So like right now, it's still going up. But what I think is going to happen is we're going to have a huge spike, and then they're going to shut everything down.
And then they're going to shut everything down again?
Yeah, but they should have waited to open up businesses when there was like a consistent rate of cases. And we're jumping the gun because we want to save the economy, which I think that there's good intentions behind that. And I heard in the beginning that this is going to be a process of like restricting and loosening, restricting and loosening. So I kind of saw all this coming. Like I knew it wasn't going to be like a black and white thing where, okay, today's the day, everything's back to normal. Like it's going to be gradual. It's going to be like 2 steps forward, 3 steps back. So, yeah, I was a little uncomfortable the way people were just walking around the mall today. But at the same time, I think that's a good strategy because people are still able to spend money and get out of the house. And as long as we have masks on and we're washing our hands, I think that's the best we can do. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like it's just, I don't know. Like, because to me it feels like they haven't done anything though. So we've been quarantined for 3 months or whatever, 4 months, or socially distant for 4 months. But it's like they have, I feel like they had there haven't been any announcements of any new developments about
It's gonna be years until the vaccine.
about the coronavirus.
Yeah, it's gonna be years until the vaccine comes out. At least 2 years, a year or two. And then a treatment. And then what is this about the blood plasma, people who've been exposed to it?
No, I didn't hear it.
I guess in a way that would be considered, oh, I'm not gonna say that. I was about to say it would be considered a vaccine. I don't know what they're harnessing. But anyways, yeah. Oh, so there's a guy who wrote a book who kind of predicted this, and it's not the crazy woman that everybody's written off, that used to be a scientist. But basically he was saying, he said something really, really, really important. I think it just slipped my mind. But basically he was saying that he predicted this, and he knew it was just a matter of time before it happened. And then I think he also predicted that something would come back 10 years later, and it would be even worse. Oh, but one thing that he was saying that's really relevant to our current, present moment is that hospital infrastructures are going to be weakened because of COVID-19 and just the bum rush of unexpected patients and deaths and diagnoses, that it's going to prevent kids from getting, what is it called? Their vaccine. So, and kids aren't going to school now either, so they won't be getting vaccines. So he predicts there's going to be like outbreaks of measles.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I can see that happening. All those things we get vaccinated for, you're going to start seeing outbreaks of that because people aren't getting vaccinated. Roger, are you looking at my booth?
I was second.
You're making it very
Oh, well, when you adjust it, and I'll.
Jeez.
Anyways.
You cannot pretend. Just like.
No. I mean, I'm caught. I didn't want to lie.
Yeah.
But, yeah, which I wish my ex now would have just, I caught her, why didn't she just tell me the truth? So, see, I was caught red-handed, and I said yes. But we'll be right back with the, is it Tim's Talk next?
Sure.
Alright, we'll do Tim's Talk next. Alright, this is the Dry Cereal Podcast. Alright. Tim's Talk. Here we go.
So I just wanted to talk a little bit about the protests. I think it's fascinating the traction a lot of these protests are getting, which I think is predominantly but driven by the fact that mostly white people are attending these protests and people that are non-black, and there's an upside to that and a downside. The upside is, of course, more people are engaged, more people are raising their awareness. The downside is that I hope it doesn't become a fad or a passing trend. And I think when it becomes this widespread, it makes it more at risk to be just a passing fad or a trend. And it also upsets me because we've been saying this for so long. We've been doing this for so long. But now all of a sudden, because you're stuck at home and you don't have anything else to focus on, Black Lives Matter. So it's troubling and it's kind of exciting at the same time because I do think it's setting the ground for things to change. But anytime anything becomes mainstream, I think it has the potential to be like stolen or like watered down.
I hear that. I think that, because it's funny you said that, because my dad, I was talking to him today, he said that he didn't say Black Lives Matter in those words, but he basically said like all the protests probably wouldn't be as or people wouldn't be as focused on protests if the world wasn't shut down.
Mm-hmm.
It would have probably just been another situation where, oh, guy got killed by the police, we're mad for a couple of days, and then everything's back to normal.
Yeah, and I was actually really concerned with all those people attending protests.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for the pandemic, I thought that was just like a disaster. And I was literally saying to myself, if you really care about Black lives, you're not going to put people at risk by gathering in public.
Right.
Because, Black people are being affected by it, fortunately. But it turns out that there haven't been any spikes in cases because of protests.
Yeah.
And I heard it has to do with just the fact that most people are wearing masks when they go out there. So that's a great thing. And I think it goes to show that when you have the right intentions, things work out for you. So shout out to the protesters. I used to be that person. Like back in 2015, when Freddie Gray was killed and the riots happened in Baltimore City, I was out there on the streets. But I think that was during a time in my life where I had more time. Yeah, I just don't have the time, even though I'm quarantined. I just have a different lifestyle than I had, unfortunately. But I appreciate all the young energy that's out there.
Yeah. I just wanted to say something really quick, right? And then you can jump in too. But I want to talk about the argument that I had with this guy on Facebook, and I'm not going to get into the whole thing that we talked about, but what was essentially is like I don't like how people, and this guy's not even white, he's like Hispanic, but if you looked at him, you would think he's white. But I just don't like how people, it's like they pick and choose things to show that, or at least that they want to show and say, okay, hey, where's Black Lives Matter when this happened? Right? But it was essentially, so he shared an article on his Facebook page about these black kids, or I think they were in their 20s, and they killed like a teenager. Right? He's like, where's Black Lives Matter now? And I replied, I said, they've already been arrested, so what are you talking about? I mean, they've been arrested and charged, and they're probably going to do life in jail. So what are you talking about? So then, we had a few exchanges, whatever, and then this is what kind of really pissed me off when I knew not to keep talking to him about this, because I knew I wasn't going to change his mind. But he said that racism, and he put it in quotes, the racism isn't a problem in the black community, it's lack of fatherless homes. And those were his words verbatim. And then, but I was like, but he put racism in quotes, like racism isn't a real thing. It's like me, like even me being...
So, wait, can I interrupt?
Yeah, go ahead.
Doesn't that thought, the fact that he said that, doesn't that contradict all those white people that are in the streets? Because a lot of those people that are in the streets right now used to think like that. So that just goes to show how many people were extremely racist up until this point. I'm not saying the protesters are not racist anymore, like they've been cured, but it's just amazing how many people think that way.
Yeah, it was just like whether, I mean, I'm willing to listen to anybody. Like we don't have to agree on everything, and we can agree to disagree, but the unwillingness to acknowledge racism. I mean, him being Hispanic, I'm sure he's experienced racism before, right? But it's like you don't even acknowledge it, say whatever. I know that I've experienced racism. Now, and I'm not saying every white person is racist, but I've definitely experienced people being racist towards me. So how can that not be a real thing, whatever? Especially when they say call me a racist word. Right. So then I just realized it's just the level of thinking of people, whatever. There's and then on top of that, whatever, he put something else out the other day, whatever. It's that which him again picking and choosing what he wants to show, whatever. Is his white privilege, put that in quotes too, whatever. Like white privilege doesn't exist. So I just don't know what world he's living in.
Right. I don't have patience for people like that.
Yeah. So
I don't even know people like that anymore.
Yeah. So I mean, that's why I stopped responding to him. It's because people like you're not gonna be
He
able to
doesn't want to be safe.
you're not gonna be able to change people's minds, whatever. I mean, he's always gonna think how he's gonna think, and he's not even open to hearing out other ideas.
How old is he?
Like our age.
Oh my God.
Yeah, like our age. But I
Roger,
digress.
you gotta post more articles, people like that. So I feel like for the past 15 years since I've been on Facebook, I've been posting about this shit. And I got a lot of resistance from our friends in Midland, for years. Like, I'm pretty sure everybody just thought I was doing too much. But I've noticed in the past few years, they seem to be a little bit more progressive than their networks. Like, I hear them complaining a lot about people they're connected to that I'm not connected to. And they're telling them, well, you don't know any black people, so that's why you think like this. And they seem to be kind of like the leaders. And even some of these people I know, I made them uncomfortable with the stuff I've been posting over the years, but I think it really sunk in for them. So stay friends with them. Just keep dropping their opinions.
I'm not on, like, the only thing I really do on Facebook, I just like look to see what other people are doing, whatever. I don't really like post a lot of articles like that on Facebook. But I know that day I just had time, whatever, and I was just at home bored. I was like, I'm gonna comment on this because I'm tired of seeing him put shit on Facebook about stuff that he doesn't really know anything about, really. So I just felt the need to comment. Then we went back and forth, whatever, and then one of his friends like shared a video on that post of a white woman comedian talking about like racism and no, she's being sarcastic in the beginning, like how white people aren't being how white people don't experience racism and shit like that. Like nobody ever said white people don't experience racism though. But I mean that's a whole other thing that I don't really want to talk about that, but.
Yeah, I'm getting exhausted just thinking about it.
Yeah.
It's like Candace Owens and T.I.
Yeah, it's like you can't change people's minds. So I mean, we could talk about it all we want, but someone's got to put action behind what's going on. And honestly, like Candace Owens has all these opinions. I don't think she's offered any solution or any action.
Yeah, that's fine.
So if Candace Owens, if black people act a certain way, like what is the solution to you? Like what should we do since you know everything?
Right.
But.
And how are you able to avoid becoming this terrible black person?
Right.
You know.
Yeah, it's like I don't want to see
black.
It's like I don't want to see all these opinions if you guys aren't offering anything. So I didn't ask your opinion, but you gave it anyways. But I guess we'll be back with positive thought. This is the Dry Stereo Podcast. Guys, as we wrap up the show, I just wanted to leave you guys with something really quick. There's a quote I found that says, "One small positive thought in the morning can change your whole day." But I really want to change that to say, like, one small positive action can change, another person's day, right? And I say that to say that I don't know what compelled me to do this past week, but like there was a girl that that came up to me and said, explained to me that she wanted to celebrate her sister's birthday, but she didn't really have any money to like get her a cake or balloons or decorate whatever she wanted to decorate. Right? So I initially just asked her how much the cake was, right? And she said the cake was like $30. But if you're getting a cake from a grocery store or whatever, it's not $30 to get a cake. But at the end of the day, so I ended up giving her $40 so she could celebrate her sister's birthday if she was really going to celebrate it. But just me then she texted me right after I did it and said, hey, no, I really appreciate it. Like most people that I asked, they said no, whatever. Like a lot of people wouldn't have done what you just did. So really, again, I appreciate it. But just doing like something small like that, like it gives you a warm feeling to be able to do that for somebody, right?
And don't you want to kind of like cultivate that warm feeling in your life?
Yeah.
That's why I always tell people, don't be selfish. Try to like constantly think of things that you can do for other people. Because I think it's our human nature to be selfish to the point of it just being like terrible. I think most people are terribly selfish, including myself. So I try to make a conscious effort to put other people before me. I know it doesn't look like that all the time, but it's important.
Yeah.
Something I've been working on.
That's good. And it's good that you're conscious of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
'Cause,
I hate it.
yeah.
I hate it. And I think it took me a long time to accept it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But with that said, that's the end of the show. We'll be back next week with episode 12. And this is the Dry Cereal